This came about through a collective, like through just us chilling. Four of us, myself, Dylan, Marvin, D Planet, Sumo Jack. Shout out to Sumo Jack. Shout out to Sumo Jack, wherever he is. He might be eating right now. We might be making, who knows. Came up, and obviously big space as well. Wherever big space is, we shout out to you. To people that weren't really Hot Boys and Hot Bay, people weren't getting gigs in the city through whatever power struggle there was. We were never about that because we'd rather, I'd rather stay on live on my feet and down my knees. So we decided to start our own little collective.
There's never been a shortage of talent or art or experimentation or anything in this town or this country. But I mean, we're talking about this town, but like the opportunity that's denied, and that's the thing in the city, especially this central area where we're standing now. Historically this has been off limits to everybody really, apart from the few that were lucky enough to grow up here and inherit this and inherit everything that comes with it. Which it is a place people want to be. So a lot of mediocre shit has been going on here that's just based on inheritance.
Yeah.
And that's unhealthy for everybody, even those people. They don't realize it yet.
Motherfuckers are doing things, and it's not like because it's lit, like pushing it. They're pushing their own shit. But together we can see, and if you talk about collaborating there, I mean it's like people of color that are coming together to do shit like musically, bro. It's so just.
And that's the same thing. It's the unity that the people who've been the gatekeepers have had all this time, just by coincidence of birth.
Yeah.
They've had unity because they've had all the power structures, all the advantages, all the privileges.
Like an old boys club.
So they've had everything. So it's like, it's like we have people that are superstars in this town who are just superstars because they've been playing to the same 100 people. They're not superstars because they've been touring overseas or making big noise overseas. They're just famous in their little community, which is cool. Big up to them for suckling on the teat of privilege. But those days are done now.
Yeah. Coming back to the inclusion of everyone, what we have right now is a very safe space for people to come through, which we saw a lot during the Fees Must Fall time. Like we saw a lot of people that were protesting and a lot of students and young kids that were actually enjoying themselves, having like a time away from what was going on, and for them to like unwind and let their hair down, relax, have some sanity come back to them, and then vibe out, and then know that they're fueled back up for the next day. Because it was important for us to maintain that we include everyone, and it's not a club space. So we tend to we don't want to use club spaces because the club is formulaic. It gives you, this is what it is, this is what it is, this is what you have to play. Here we have the creative freedom to do whatever we want to do.
I would maybe be able to get on with someone that has lived a completely different life to what I've lived, just off one fucking drop of a beat, which is crazy. So it doesn't limit you to, you don't have to stay in your own circle that you've been told to be in. Like, I have homies all over the place, right? Like from different walks of life or whatever. And it's just, music is a way for people to connect, and it's whether through pain, and I feel like usually through pain, but just in general, that it's a way for people to connect, and that's it. Get on my case. Cool.